pivot real quick and ask about this, because this is some different styles that Canelo will have to prepare for, because Bud can easily switch from southpaw, in orthodox,
Yes, yeah.
like in between, like bam, just back and forth. How can Canelo prepare for that? Will he be ready for that? And who do y'all have winning this fight?
Man, if it's me, I think Canelo, basically, I think you try to bully him. And with that being said, is lean on him. Don't let him get started. Like they say, when you got a runaway freight train, the best way to stop it is to not let it get started. So when you talk about two guys who have very different walk around weights, I think that Canelo, if he had, and you're at this question is not asking me who I think is going to win. This is asking me how can Canelo win, right? Or how can
Okay.
he deal with Crawford's multiple styles, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, I think that what you got to do is you got to stop him from getting started. Don't even let him feel like he's orthodox. Don't even let him feel like he's going southpaw. Man, get on top of him. Make sure that you stay within distance, and then you use your distance and you use your ability to keep him at bay when you want to, and when he looks like he starts to get started, smother him. Man, I mean, go to the grass. Like, there are a lot of things that you could do, in my opinion, with that walk around size advantage to keep Crawford from getting loose. And I think that's what you got to do. You got to use that size advantage, because when you look at it as far as what the weights that they're used to fighting at, Terence Crawford probably once he regains his water weight, he probably has the biggest gap of a lot of people. Like, his walk around versus what he cuts down to, his cut weight is way different than his walk around. So I think that difference is something that a lot of people make too much of, but it's still a difference. And Canelo probably could have went up by now, to be honest. Like, he was always more of a thicker guy, so he probably could have went up. So I think if you smother him, you lean on him, that's the way. Outside of that, I'm not sure how you really stop a Crawford, in my opinion.
I don't think Canelo has seen anybody this talented since Mayweather, and we saw what happened there. Of course, he was way younger then, got a lot more experience now, but I do think Bud's going to present something that he has never seen before. Being able to switch back and forth in the middle of a round in the
How,
split.
how you how you think Canelo can basically deal with that? How can what are the keys to victory for Canelo?
Shit, is it?
I
Hey
think
man,
Dukes, like we were
hey,
saying about this football situation, the more somebody has to prepare for, the less they prepare for what they want to do. Right. And so, but I think that, and I'm a Bud guy, so let me say that as much as I'm gonna try to articulate this and saying how Canelo can win, I'm actually pulling for Crawford to win. Having said that, there's a lot of times in situations or in statistical probabilities, there's a certain situation that manifests that happening that you can even up your odds. So, like for instance, I can sit here and tell you that a team is 67% pass, right? That
Mhm.
means 33% of the time that they're running. Well, if I go deeper into that 67% and I look at the down and distance, I can increase that 67% to like 99 based on what they have done before because of the sample size. Here's that term again, Dukes. You make it me and Chico. I don't care if it's the morning run or Uncle Chico. We have put enough shows out there that scientifically you could say by the 6 minute mark, they start arguing. By the 8 minute mark, they start arguing when it's about this subject. Like, samples matter, statistics matter. And so I think what Canelo can do is, yeah, this dude can switch up styles on me. Here's where I'm going with all that to say this. Yes, this dude switches up styles on me, but based on all the film I've watched, he switches during these situations. So how do I prevent him from switching? Don't give him that situation. Like, don't let
Yeah.
him control it. Don't put him in a position where he dictates it because I handed that to him. It's almost like running the ball here in Colorado or stopping the run, when you're on defense. It's not so much about the run leading to a score. It's so much more about the run eating up so much clock. And if one team has the ball more, that team tends to win because they're taking away opportunities. So what Canelo has to do is flip that. I got to take away Bud's opportunities. I got to take away his opportunities to switch. I got to make the switch uncomfortable because if I sit back and let him do that, he gonna tear my ass up.
Mm-hmm.
I think sparring is key, and I think if you watch the special that's on Netflix right now. He's sparring with a young guy who can switch back and forth. I think if you just get comfortable with that, seeing that in front of you, because it's not normal. He'll find ways that he can, get behind that defense and penetrate the defense, should I say, of Crawford. But I think it's kind of like stopping the run. If you're a defense and you're going into a game knowing that this team is going to try to run on you, and what do I always say about stopping the run? It's a mindset thing, dog. If Bud's going there with that mindset of this is not just a payday, like we saw the last guy who fought Canelo, he just ran around the whole time. If Bud
Charlo.
going there, what's his name? Was it again?
Charlo,
one of them. I
yeah,
think
one
he
of the
just ran
Charlo. But
most of the time.
when he went in there, he was just trying to survive after a while. He
He just
kind of
trying to
checked out.
survive.
Yeah.
Right. And I think he was just trying to get the paycheck and like you said, survive. I don't think Bud is gonna go in there with that mindset. As a matter of fact, I think that you also get a bonus if you knock out your guy in this fight with Dana White on the promotion side. So there's incentives also for knocking out your guy, but then that opens you up to get knocked out too. So this could be a good fight with a lot of action because of the way it's set up and the mindset that these guys go in there with. Because I don't think Bud is going
Well,
there to lay down.
and I love that, Chico. I love whenever you bring up mindset because I love adding on that log of mindset, comma, then execution. Because there's one thing to do it, there's another thing to get it done. And what both of these guys have going, quote unquote, if I have lack of a better term, against them, this is one of those fights, man. If Canelo don't get it done, this is his last fight. Like, ain't no promoter finna sit here and keep doing this shit. And like if Bud wants more fights, more paydays, like he's got to go out there and demonstrate that I put on a show, I entertain. I know I'm getting a little long in the tooth as well, and I got more fights behind me, I got ahead of me, but I can get you, Joe Promoter, 5 more big paydays. Like, so both of them have a vested interest in not only just performing, but performing well, because neither one of them is coming into this saying, hey, this is my last fight.
Right.
And so you have to put on the kind of performance that makes a network like Netflix, a promoter like Dana White, guys like the Morning Run sit up and talk about you based on your performance. Like, how we talked about the Bills and the Ravens 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they do last night? Don't matter about the outcome. They lived up to the conversation.
Right.
Like that thing went down to the clock hit 0.
Well, the clock is about to hit 0 on this show, but we're gonna give our prediction before we get out of here too.
Now, real quick, I just wanted to say too, man. I don't think you can make enough about Bud never fought at 160, and so he damn sure never fought at 168. So what he's doing, going up 2 weight classes, and he didn't even tune up going to these. Like, usually when guys like ramp up, they go up the first weight class and then they go up another one before they get there. I'm gonna tell you one thing about it. We all talk about how hard Bud gets hit. He hasn't been hit in a boxing match by somebody like Canelo ever.
So Dukes, to underscore that, and Chico and I talked about this last night, and I had to get my AP physics lesson. I said, hey man, the bigger thing moving faster than the smaller thing moving slower is going to win. It's why your car hits a deer, the deer go flying. Same thing in this past game we had against Delaware. Our offensive line on average outweighed them by 50 pounds. At some point, physics is going to come to play. We all equal first quarter. But how long can you lift my weight plus me and my 50 in the fourth quarter? And so you're exactly right. If Canelo, that train you talk about, if he gets going with that weight and how he carries that weight, it could be problematic. So it's the reverse for Bud. Like, I can't let him get going.
Right. I think the skill. This is what I think. I'll leave it alone because we've been talking about this. I think Bud, if he boxes and doesn't fight, I think he wins easily. But you just don't want to get it. If you just don't want to get it, but Bud likes to fight. By the time you done piss Bud off, you in a fight. But if he can stay boxing and doesn't get caught up in the size advantage that Canelo has, then you're gonna be fine because it's not like a huge height advantage where he's going up against like a Deontay Wilder or somebody 6'6". I think Bud might be taller than Canelo.
He actually is, and his reach is longer. I think it's 74 inches to 70 and a half.
Yeah, he's just not bigger. You summed it up right, Dukes and Chico. Like, he is taller, he is longer. He's just not bigger.
Right.
And to your point, Dukes, That's what I've been telling Chico as we get ready to wrap up out of here. And when you're moving up weight classes, you may want to turn invisible and fight somebody else first before you turn invisible and fight me. Because this is a weight class you don't want.
Unless you got the skills that pay the bills, like Bud Crawford does. You understand me?
Right.
Hey, we'll give our predictions on Friday. How about that? Fight is Saturday. We'll do it on Friday. We'll give our prediction for the Houston Colorado game on Friday morning.
Yeah, because we got a morning run on game day. We'll be
okay.
live from Houston from the team hotel on game day. So let's rock out.
All right.
And
Y'all
tomorrow is Tuesday, so we got Coach Prime's presser, weekly presser tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. Catch it live on the morning run.
Yes, and damn D. Y'all want to leave with something before we get up out of here?
I just want to leave it with a little Chico appreciation, man. I like you, Chico. You're a good dude.
Am I supposed to say that? I'm supposed to say it back to be courteous. You're right. I like you
you're
too.
Supposed to say thank you. You're supposed to
thank
thank you. Like you're supposed to thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm trying to learn you, as we say in Mississippi, learn you how to say thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Uncle Dealey. Thank you.
Chico funny, man.
Yeah, he's funny, but he's the reason why I'm glad I didn't mean it.
Well, don't say it if you mean it, big dog.
I'm just trying to, hey, man, I'm manufacturing diversity, dog. I'm trying to get you something, man.
Chico expected the setup, man. Anyways, hey, thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate each and every last one of y'all runners for joining us right here on the morning run. Weekdays, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and that goes across the nation. For Dukes in Atlanta, for Unc and Boulder, Big Dog Chico out here in the ocean. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great damn day. He's in the Middle East. We up and about his thing. Yeah,
Well, you hell.